So, since we didn't finish our activity, the flower and plants on the week before last, we're gonna do it this week. It's not a hard lesson to learn. It's a lot of definitions to learn though. Name some flowering plants.
Petal.
Name some flowering plants that you see every day.
Daisy.
You may see daisies. What's some more?
Magnolias.
Magnolias. What's some more? So trees. What else? That you see. I mean, it's not even
Roses. Trees.
Roses. Trees.
Dandelions.
Dandelions. Grass. All those are flowering plants. So just because it says flower don't mean they see a flower every time. So flowering plants is just the name of the plant.
Right.
Look at page 60 really fast. It says getting a good thing growing. Someday you may see fields filled with plants that have red, orange, purple, and gold. Are y'all reading along with me? Flowers. But the plants called amaranth will not be grown for their flowers. They will be grown for their many uses to people. Hundreds of years ago, amaranth was grown as a food crop in Mexico. Amaranth seeds are grain. The Aztecs and Incas ground amaranth seeds and made flour for baking bread. Whole seeds were cooked as a snack, similar to popcorn. For centuries, amaranth was an important part of Aztec food and culture. Then suddenly in the early 1500s, it almost disappeared. At that time, Mexico was invaded by Spanish soldiers led by who? Thank you. Y'all remember him? Cortez knew that to conquer the Aztec people, he would have to destroy their culture. For this reason, he made it against the law to grow amaranth. Amaranth was forgotten for over 400 years, y'all. But in the early 1970s, people again became interested in amaranth grain. Unlike grains such as wheat, rice, and corn, amaranth is a high-quality protein. When amaranth is combined with other, more common grains, it provides complete protein. Complete proteins contain everything needed for building new cells in the body. Everything. Everything. That's what a complete protein is. We'll look at proteins later on. The most common sources of complete proteins are meat and dairy products. So you need your meat, you need your drink your milk.
What's some people are vegetarian?
That's a good question. If you're a vegetarian, a lot of times, but what do people substitute for meat?
Vegetables? Veggie burgers.
What do people who are vegetarians get their protein from?
I don't know. Eggs and salad. What?
Fruit
bars. Fruit. Vegetables.
They get their protein from beans and nuts, like almonds and peanuts and walnuts and kidney beans, pinto beans, lima beans. They get their protein from that. So a lot of times it's been very controversial because people want to know, is it really healthy to be a vegetarian? Not necessarily, because you're not getting all the proteins you need. If you don't have protein, what happens to your body? You're really weak. If you ever start a workout plan like at the gym or a spa, I always tell you to make sure you drink all the protein shakes and protein bars. Because if you're working out and you don't have any protein in your body, guess what's going to happen?
You'll fall out.
Not only you fall out, but you're not going to build what? You're not going to build any muscles. You won't build any muscles. Not only that, but protein allows you to be strong. It allows you to, that's why you see other bodybuilders, they drink protein shake. They will food you can get these $10 shakes that is protein enriched because they want to build muscles. Not to have all that instead of just fat laying, they want to be lean and muscle. So that's why a lot of times it's controversial, if you're a vegetarian. So I thought about wanting to be a vegetarian, but
you can't go without me.
Well, it's not like, because I don't, like, I have an extremely weak stomach. Like, when I take any I talk about certain things, I get really sick of stomach easily. Like, I can't eat around anything or just eat anything, like, and I can't, like, eat meat, like, without thinking about it. It's just going to be like, gross, right?
I didn't ever.
But since I grew up eating meat, of course you acquire a taste for it. So you like hot wings,
chitlins,
right? Chitlins,
goat.
Lord. Actually, my dad and brother eat some goat, and I never taste. I was just scared. But I mean, yeah, people when you grow up eating that, it's really hard to say, okay, I'm not gonna eat this anymore. But some people can do this, especially when they love animals. They like, I can't imagine eating something like that's running around it.
Well, Micah eats meat, but okay.
Yeah, because they used to eat for Rambo years ago. They used to eat guinea pigs.
Ooh, I wonder how they taste.
And that's bad.
That's
Poor Rambo. grow.
yeah,
That's why he's afraid of us. That's right.
Yeah.
People with who are vegetarians have a whole lot of health problems with it sometimes because they don't have any strength a lot of times. Where proteins help you to it grows your hair, makes your hair healthy. So if you don't have protein, sometimes your nails will break easily. Your hair sheds easily. I don't know because I know when I was growing, I never liked to drink milk, and my nails are so like fragile. Like my nails are extremely fragile. I never liked milk.
There's something I don't like milk, but I don't have no taste to it.
And so you need milk. Why do you need milk? It gives you what? Calcium. What does calcium do?
Energy.
What's calcium do for you? It builds your bones. Y'all too young. Y'all really should drink milk. You too young to drink milk. You don't drink milk. If you don't drink really well, I don't know if it may count. If you don't drink milk, and sometimes people are lactose intolerant. I mean, they can't digest the protein called lactose in milk, so they cannot. It makes them sick. But if you don't drink milk, then you need to eat yogurt, cheese, cottage cheese, ice cream is okay. Or ice cream is for fat and all that kind of stuff. But that's you have to have protein because if you get older, there's these little old ladies and they're walking around. They're like really like small. Like my grandma, she's like 85 years old. And she's like this short, like literally. She's so tiny. She's always been a small lady, but she's shrunk because her bones. The older you get, you lose calcium deposits in your bones. Your bones shrink the older you get. Got another difference. You get small and you get tiny, you start to shrink. You get smaller and smaller.
That's a midget that's psychic.
Well, yeah, they were born like that, so.
Some people can, like, they don't eat, like, you know,
Protein does to your face and your acne on your face, so it could be a problem. It's a whole lot of problems. That's why when you think about going getting a vegetarian, you go to the doctor and say, look, what do I need to take? What supplements do I have to take? Because they do have problems with acne, with hair problems, with that kind of thing. So I had a Spanish teacher who was a vegetarian, and she said she was okay with it, whatever, but on the like, she was a Hispanic person. When amaranth is combined with other more common grains, it provides complete protein. Those are your region. The most common sources of complete proteins are meat and dairy products. But compared to grains, those foods are costly. They are. They are also in short supply in many parts of the world. For these reasons, many people do not get enough protein in their diet.
how you check them?
Fortunately, amaranth is also easy to grow. It can survive in places where other grain crops do not do poorly. Also, it needs little raw water and can grow in various kinds of soils. Because amaranth is an expensive source of protein and it's easy to grow, it could be an important crop in many poor countries. Children like in Africa, they don't, those children, those really poor countries, when you see them, their stomach is like big, but they're really like super skinny and tiny. That's because they don't have any kind of nutrition in their food or whatever. That's why a lot of times you see them getting all this mush. It looks like oatmeal or something, like really watered down oatmeal. That stuff is like protein that they're giving them. It's full of protein and calcium and all that kind of stuff. It looks gross.
I eat it here.
You can't feed a starving child McDonald's. You'll make them sick. You have to feed a starving child something nutritious. So they took a bunch of Happy Meals over to Africa to give it to children, and they can like really sick. So I was like, why do you get that healthy food? He's like, I don't eat that. That's right. But it's extremely nutrient rich.
I was thinking about when I grew up, I was free from movie. Is bacon nutritious? No, they don't have no women.
Bacon is delicious, but bacon is not nutritious. No.
So they don't have no McDonald's down there.
In some parts of Africa. I can look that up and see that.
I eat turkey.
I know they have McDonald's in every part of the world, but I don't think they have to.
Yeah,
That's what I don't know. Huh? They do in some parts of Africa. Every part of Africa is not a lion zone, You do have like huge cities in Africa. You have African princes and kings and princes. It's extremely rich. And live in palaces.
Why did you
I
think
bet
Why did you think the gold? No, they do. Why did you think that gold be the most one?
Let me take the gold.
They have gold there.
Yeah, they do.
Why did you take one block of gold? They would put times on playing 1 6.
I'm sure they had claims on life so you don't just go in there and just take diamonds. You know, some people, I guess I told you what they look called blood diamonds. People actually would kill to go there for their diamonds. Because Africa's rich in jewelry. It's filthy rich. Gold, diamonds. That's where we all our diamonds from. It's in Africa. And so a lot of times when people go to a jewelry store, they'll make sure that you know this is not blood diamonds. To get these, you know, legally. So a lot of times they'll tell you that in the jewelry store because nobody wants any diamonds. It's not killable, right? I don't know why diamonds are killable.
Ooh. No.
Yeah, why did you say that?
Like the diamonds that kept something.
That's not cool. It's horrible.
We all.
Now think about it. You want some diamonds who's trying to kill somebody for a child for? They kill children over there. Yeah, they make children fight to the death over there. They make children this young with carry guns. That's not cool. All right, let's turn to page 64. Are we on page 64 together? We already kind of read through a lot of this. All you did was the four main parts of flour, which is the root, stems, roots, and flowers. How are materials moved through a plant?
By the root.
Are y'all writing these notes down? Transportation and flowers of plants. If you look at page 65, it says materials enter the roots of a plant through root hairs.
Yep.
A root hair is a thread-like structure that grows from the surface of a root. Root hairs grow in tiny places in the soil. These spaces hold water and minerals, which the root hairs absorb. The plant in the picture, is a radish seedling. A seedling is a young plant that develops from a seed. Let's skip on down to where it says xylem. Xylem is a kind of tissue made of tubes that carry water and minerals upward through a plant. Upward through a plant. A lot of times we think of things going downward. These carry up for the plant from the soil. The next page, page 66, phloem. P-H-L-O-E-M, phloem. Phloem is a kind of tissue made of tubes that carry food through a plant. So we have the xylem, which does what?
Carries
water and
minerals.
And then we have the phloem, which does what?
Carries the root.
Good. Food is made. Where is the food made?
In leaves.
And the leaves and other green parts of the plant. Just some stems. You can look at page 56 at the bottom. The blue part is where you find the xylem. The red part is the phloem. Now, how does water leave a plant?
Water leave a plant?
How does it leave the plant?
The stem and the root. The root suck up the water.
So for your test, you need to know what the main part of the transportation of a plant, how the water carries up through what?
The plant. Xylem carries water.
And what absorbs the water from the soil?
Root hairs.
And what does the phloem do?
Phloem carries food through the plant.
Now we're talking about how the water gets out of the plant. Because why does the water have to get out of the plant? Because otherwise what? Yeah, I mean, it would. The plant go ahead and die. Have you ever overwatered the plant?
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents used to have a whole bunch of plants and flowers and everything, and they would tell us don't try to overwater these plants. You overwater a plant, the plant drown. It's living thing, it drown. You put too much water in it. So you can't overwater a plant. People have said that plants are living things. We do know that, right? So it has what? Cells. It does what? It makes food. It does what? It releases what? Waste. So plants are living things, but people have also said that plants can hear you talk.
What?
People have said that. It's really not that crazy when you think about it. Have you ever Lord of the Rings?
No.
Have you ever watched Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Lord of the Rings and the trees came to life and were walking everywhere. Yeah, that's a little bit over yeah. But they say if you get some plants and you're growing plants like a greenhouse, you know what a greenhouse is? Like the house people have in back of their houses where they can grow vegetables and herbs and all kinds of pretty flowers. They say if you talk to these plants when you're growing them, then they will actually flourish more. Maybe you do an experiment to get one plant and talk to it every day and speak to it, and then one plant we don't do anything to it at all. We need to do that and see how it flourishes. But I mean, I've heard a lot of people say that's true. You say, oh, you're supposed to you're going to grow something. The flowers is flourishing.
You have to take care of another plant. You are taking care of a human being.
Okay. You're not human being. Grandma?
Yeah.
Grandma was a guinea pig. He's not human.
He is human.
He's a human. Well, Rambo, they say you're a human, but guess what? They really upgraded you. They call you a human, Rambo.
What? He's a weird looking human, though. Yeah.
All right, so water leaves the plant. Some water in the form of water vapor is given out by the leaves through the stomate. And it's given out through what? Water vapor, right? Stomates are small openings. Are y'all following with me?
Mm-hmm.
Usually found on the bottom surface of leaves. Water vapor, a gas, moves through the stomate of a plant into the air. How is gas released? As what? What do plants release?
Waste.
In what form? We talked about this the first week of science. What do plants release that we need?
Oxygen. Oxygen.
Oxygen. They release oxygen.
I said oxygen earlier.
I didn't hear you. Plants release oxygen. Without plants, we would do what?
Die.
We would. That's why people keep saying, please leave the rainforest alone. Please leave trees alone. Please stop cutting down forests. We need our trees. Or else we can't breathe. There's nothing, no oxygen.
I don't like the trees. They said I like the bird trees. They all trees die.
These oxygen and carbon dioxide comes into the plant through the stomate. Oxygen goes out through the stomate to the environment, into the atmosphere. Okay? So what comes into the plant?
Carbon.
Through what? Through the what?
Through the stomach.
And what goes out of the stomate?
Oxygen.
And who releases the carbon dioxide?
We do.
We do. When we do what?
Breathe.
We release carbon dioxide through breathing out. That's why we can't breathe in carbon dioxide breathing into us. If we're breathing in carbon dioxide, it's lethal.
You don't do it too.
It's poison.
Wait, if you breathe in what?
Yes. If you bring in carbon dioxide, it's
strange.
lethal.
We breathe in carbon dioxide, but we can't.
Look at this what it says. When a plant loses too much water on page 67, what happens when a plant loses too much water?
It
dies. The stomates control the amount of water a plant loses. When only a little water is available to the plant, the stomates do what? Page 69. When only a little water is available, what happens to the stomate?
dies.
What happens to the stomate? They close.
They're like an eyeball. Yes, disgusting.
So stomates control the flow of water in and out of a plant. I hope y'all write this down. Y'all don't need to know this. Let you know. Number 1 on page 69. What is the root hair and what does it do?
Sucks up water.
What is it?
Anchor.
No, it's not anchor.
Oh, really? What does that?
What does the root hair do?
Sucks up water and minerals.
What is it?
It's
Extension of the root. Extension of the root.
When